All right, guys, back for another week. Cheap Seats. We are episode 8, and Pratt's just loving that number, as you can see behind him on the wall there, grinning ear to ear. Got a good show this week. We're going to rock off with the Tap House tip-off. Did I just say rock off?
Wow.
Totally, man.
Off to a flying start, boys. So we're going to get the trivia stuff out of the way to begin with, just to get it done. For the trivia draw, which for everyone, it was a bit of a trick question. The answer was Harold Warren Moon.
Yeah.
The winner of the pizza, or
No, this is Ice Factory.
Ice Factory gift card, Kevin Kuntz.
Oh, nice.
Kevin
Oh, boy,
Kuntz.
Cootie.
The Darcy Henry streak comes to an end.
It did, yeah. And so the other one was for the free pizza draw, which it's against I hated this idea, and I was definitely proved wrong on it. I didn't like the pet peeve idea because it's a pet peeve of mine to list pet peeves. So
There were some good ones, eh?
there was not bad.
Kuntz
We really
actually got one that I liked.
Yeah.
Which one was his?
His was the mediocre versus superstar. Or no, was that?
No, that's not a pet peeve. No.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
No, his was Jack Edwards.
That was a
though.
different
Come
subject.
on.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I
Okay.
like
Winner of the
I like
free
the one
pie
I like the
from-
one about the pros not high fiving the kids.
The Tap
Of course.
House. The pie goes to
Darcy Henry.
Stephen Kitchen.
Oh,
Nice.
Old
He
kid.
was
He had a good one. His was the
Off-
CFL extra point.
no. His
No, that
was
was
the fans
Dunville.
doing the wave.
Holy,
his was
we
the
are.
wave.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, boys,
On
I think
offense.
we just need to really collect it right now because we are off to a rough start. I'm going to let Pratt take the floor for the rest of the tip-off. He's got some stuff to get off his chest. So have at her, buddy.
Well, let's touch on the swear jar briefly. Tap House swear jar.
Oh, God, I made it.
Lane, you're in for 50.
Friggin' thing.
40 or 50 bucks. Laner, I'm in for 4. I
I
haven't
was,
tallied it up for sure yet, but
yeah. I'm in for a few bucks too. So we're north of 40.
I think we're over 110 bucks, so that's building quite nicely to someone who's going to get that. And in the next few weeks, we'll probably decide where we're going to give the first one to and then start over again. So we'll see where that goes. Jeffrey?
okay. Well, and quickly, Gotcha put a good poll on there. Sode versus Epi, which someone should call it, and
come
Epi won with
on,
flying colors. So I
geez.
just wanted to point that out.
Whoa.
So-
That was not what it was, Pratt.
No. It
Not
was
at
either-
all. Epi
Is
did
it-
not
is it
win.
trending or is it idiotic?
Catchy.
Catchy.
Catchy or idiotic.
Yeah, it was
And
idiotic.
we were not going for catchy. We're going for idiotic. So it was
All right.
actually, I consider that a win.
Yeah.
Me
Okay.
too. Absolutely.
Like,
well done.
so it is. Get on or get off. I don't. It's not changing. Like it, hate it. Don't.
Sound like an imbecile, but that's fine. Okay.
Well, that's what I do, Jeff. So
Jesus.
Because it is Epi 8, there's going to be some Ovechkin stuff that comes up. That's just the way it is. He's the best number 8 ever to play the game. So yeah, last episode, Lane called out my boy Ovi, and I believe your quote was, "He absolutely was non-existent in his earlier days when he played Pittsburgh in the playoffs. He literally did nothing." That's what you said. Well, 33 points in 26 games against the Pens in the playoffs. 14 points in 7 games back in the day when he played the Penguins. His worst series was 5 points in 6 games. His other ones were 7 points in
superstars
6.
don't put up 5 points in 6 games, Jeff.
That's not a choke, Laner. I don't care what you say.
That's
So,
less than a point a game,
What
Jeff.
was his record against the Pens?
in series,
Yeah.
I'm a what have you done for me lately type guy. Wilson. He won the
I'm
last
sure
one.
you are.
So,
Yeah.
I just thought you brought all the stats. I thought you might have that one handy.
Well, the thing is, he says
1 and
33
3.
points in 26
Oh,
games.
1 and 3.
He says
1 and 3,
33 points in 26 games, but then he goes, well, 14 and 7. So he had 7 games where he had 2 points a game. And so that would actually be less than a point a game minus those 7 games, Jeff.
He was non-existent in his earlier days when he played Pittsburgh in the playoffs. That's 14 points in 7 games. You're dead wrong.
Oy. Well,
Anyways.
you keep clinging.
Don't
and he's
argue
not the
it,
best-
Lane.
He's not the
Just-
best number 8 to ever play the game. He's not. So
Oh, who's better? Doughty? No. You didn't even wear his shirt today. Come on.
hey, Jeff, how many cups does Doughty have?
Oh,
Oh God, here we go, cops.
Anyways,
Oh no. What's the answer, Jeff?
Doughty
How
has
many-
2 cups.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
How many does Ovechkin have?
1 so
Okay.
far. Yeah. Actually, Kopitar looked. He has 66 points in 79 playoff games. I thought he came to play on the big stage, but I noticed he doesn't. Anyways.
Well, he's scored one of the biggest goals in game 1 of the cup. We're not even getting into this.
Oh, in game 1.
No, because I'm sick and tired of Wilson having to pull the reins on this horse every time because I bring up the Kings. We're not doing it again. I refuse.
Okay.
You got anything else to get off your chest?
We're going to start a new segment here on our podcast. It's Hollyhawks time at Woodlawn Golf Course.
Oh my God.
So Wilson and I had partnered up for it, and what it is, it's a handicapped match. It's bracket style, 2 versus 2. So
Best
yeah,
ball
we kicked
match
it.
play.
Yeah, we kicked it off early in the week. So I'm going to introduce Wilson Hollywood's Hollyhawks journey to the title. We'll say it's
This ought to be a
sponsored
short story.
Yeah.
We'll say it's sponsored by Wilson's goatee because we don't have a sponsor.
That is a
That's,
I don't know where that
told
came
you
from.
guys, this is a beard.
that
Okay.
is not a
Nothing-
beard.
That's
This
not
is
a beard. I
That's
don't
a
know
beard.
what that is.
I'm
And I don't know
kidding.
why my nickname's Hollywood, by the way. I think it's total bullshit.
It's your sunglasses. It's your sunglasses and the fact that your outfits cost more than your truck that you drive to the course.
I'm a meat and potatoes guy. I'm hard nosed. I'm not a Hollywood type guy. So
Well,
Mhm.
the aviators you wear tell a different story, Jeff. So
anyways, so we had Jeremy McKenzie and Jamie Ducart in our first match. And we lost 4-3. So that'll conclude this year's edition of Wilson Hollywood's Hollyhawks journey to the title. So that's it.
So I think I called that. I'm pretty sure I called that because that might be the hardest team to have to start off in a Hollyhawks bracket against.
We had him up against the ropes. Up
Yeah, it
three.
sounds like it.
sounded like 4-3.
Yeah, it sounds like you had him.
Listen
Yeah,
to
right.
this. We were up 3 after 3, and yeah,
Up
that's
3
what-
after 3 and lost 4-3.
yeah.
Wow. That's ballsy to even bring this up because that is a choke. That
It's
is
a bit of a slide.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a slide.
Well, like
Yeah,
Brett
so
said,
that's-
until next year.
Yeah, that's that segment. So that was good. Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, we're gonna roll right into our
Oh.
top 5 list this week.
Trivia question.
Oh God. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Ice
Oh, yeah.
Factory.
Or Ice Factory.
Yeah.
Sponsored trivia question.
Leo, Jeffrey.
Yours?
Leo, Jeff, yep. So this week's trivia question is just dumb, but we're going with it. What female athlete would Jeff want to spend the rest of his life with? Multiple choice. Is it A, Cheryl Bernard, who I actually had to Google because I don't even know who that is.
I don't still. Didn't even
Anna
know.
Kournikova,
She's fired.
Katarina Witt, wow, and
Nope.
Nancy Lopez, unreal. So
Nancy.
I'll post that on Twitter. Multiple choice, for the love of God, whoever gets this, you're in for the draw. So now we got that out of the way. Now we're going to move on to our top 5 list. And we're doing top 5 well,
Called it trademarks.
yeah,
Oh, trademark.
trademark moves, something that a player is known for, or something that just good, bad, that they are known for. So my list, no particular order because I alternated love and hate. From back in the day, Alexei Zhamnov and the one-hand tuck on the breakaway.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. The deep.
That's the Forsberg.
No, Zhamnov did it long before Forsberg.
No.
Want to bet?
but he was very good at it. I'll give him
The
that.
first guy to, and you know how I know this, Jeff, and Wilson's just going to eat me up on this. He did it against Grant Fuhr in a game against the Kings where it was 7-7. Boom, got the Kings.
What year? What year?
94?
See, Forsberg did it in the World Juniors in.
Yeah, but Zhamnov actually did it all the time, not a one-time deal.
This is a good viewer question, though. But Zhamnov did it too. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I think it's called the Forsberg.
Oh, sky is blue, Jeff. Sky is blue. Okay. Monica Seles and the grunt after every shot she ever took.
That's
I mean,
all
glad
women do
she-
that.
What's that?
Isn't that all tennis players? Isn't that all
women
tennis players?
No,
do
she
that.
sounded like she was giving birth. When she got stabbed in the shoulder, I actually was pumped somebody stabbed her when she did it. No offense,
From the-
Monica. Well, it was bad. Like, ah! Like, come on. Come
He
on.
milked it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Come
brutal.
on here. That
From the only guy who's not a dad in the group so far, but
Oh, no. Well, and you know what? I'm even going to announce it on here. I found out this week I am having a daughter. Pretty pumped about that.
yeah, congratulations, bud.
Congrats.
Good for
There
you.
was-
Right on.
There was some slight disappointment that came out. It was apparent. Veronica saw it. But we're good. We got over it. I really wanted a boy, but I'm going to love this girl. It's going to be great. Daddy's girl right here. Girl dad. Girl dad. Number 3, Tiger's fist pump. Nothing more iconic. You knew greatness was happening when you saw the fist pump. Big stage, Masters, US Open, anything. When that fist pump came out, you knew it was over. You had the win.
he was good at it too. You know what's funny? Seeing another golfer throw out a fist pump who's
Yes.
like not really very good. It's
Yeah.
like makes me laugh actually.
It's-
Tigers gets you pumped. Other ones kind of you just laugh at.
and it's like I said, it's just a very iconic thing. When you think Tiger, you think the fist pump, right? So, that and mug shots at the cop shop. Griffey Jr. home run stare. When he hit the homers, boys, and the strut coming out of the box, it perked me. It perked me right up. It was something to see the strut. Kind of, and you know, Bonds had one too. The greats all do, but Griffey, there was a cool factor to it. There was a very, strut out of the box, loved it. And just,
Lane, would you say that it rocked off for you?
it rocked off. Guys, that's
Okay,
just
yeah,
haunt
okay,
me for
good.
a while. Ooh, boy, rocked off, eh? And I just hate this so much. Craig Kimbrell and that stupid pitching setup. Like, what are you doing, man?
The
You
pterodactyl.
Hunchback of Notre Dame. You look like you're ready to take a shit. Get it over with.
I forgot about that one.
Oh
The
my!
pterodactyl.
It just drives me nuts. Those are my top 5. I thought they were good ones until Pratt decided to be Pratt and tell me that the sky was purple. So that's
Laner, I apologize, but I gotta hold you accountable here.
well.
People, you're gonna hear about it. I bet.
I like
It's the Forsberg. It's on a stamp in Sweden.
Oh, well then, I mean, God, what was I thinking, Jeff? Hey, a stamp in Sweden. Wow. Yeah. Anyway,
Says something.
yeah, whatever. Pratt, you're up.
I'm
Oh, I
up.
wanted it.
You want to go, Boom?
Oh, Boomer, yeah, if you want to go, go.
Yeah, I'm going second because I'm going. I got to give honorable mention to Kawhi Leonard's laugh in that interview because to me that's all I think about when I see his face. Yeah. So that's getting honorable mention. My
Probably
number
why he left
5 is
Toronto.
what's that?
It's probably
That
why
was
he
like
left
his-
Toronto. Everyone made fun of him about that.
Wow, how do you not make fun of that?
That was I think it's funny every time I see that clip. Number 5 is Conor McGregor's walk, and I think you guys know what I mean.
Love it.
Also
just,
good.
just swinging and just he's got it. Like good luck. Yeah, I love it. That's iconic in my mind too. It's just a howl for one of the best UFC guys to ever do it. My next one is kind of off the beaten path for me, but it's just basically because it's a picture that I see all the time, and it's Muhammad Ali standing over Sonny Liston, just giving it to him, just screaming at him after he knocks him out in that first round. Everybody's seen that pose. He's basically standing there. He's got his arm like this, and just it's awesome. It's just Muhammad Ali to a T. My next one, and Pratt's gonna hate this, but is Yager's salute after scoring. I just hated it. I thought it was so brutal. I didn't know that he was a big-time Denver Broncos fan because I believe Terrell Davis. Yeah, I believe Terrell Davis did it, over and over every time he scored a touchdown. I don't know if Yager scooped that from him, but it looks like it, so I'm going to say yeah. Number 2 is Babe Ruth pointing over the left field fence, calling his shot. I feel like that's a pretty iconic thing. I think every kid has done that in, backyard wiffle ball. So that's going to be up there. And number 1 is obviously Tiger's fist pump. Just basically because Tiger's Tiger and I'm me, and that's about all I got to say about it. So, yeah. I mean, other than that, maybe Tiger wearing red on Sunday is pretty sick too, but Tiger's fist pump.
Yeah, but I mean, that's
number 1 for me.
Scratch another one up.
It was on. Yeah, Pratt, you go ahead.
Oh boy. Good thing I wrote a bunch down because a few were taken there. McGregor. Oh, I love that one. Okay, well, I'll start off with pissing Boomer off. How about that? The Atlanta Chop. That's just what a fan base is known for. All that. I hate it, but I loved when Robbie Alomar did the chop, scoring the game when you're running 92, and Maldonado hit the game-winning hit. So, yeah, that one I'm not a huge fan of. What else?
I'm really not that angry, but all right.
Oh, okay. This one, because I like announcers, I always bring up announcers. This is one
Jack
I
Edwards?
like. No, I could for a negative one for him, but I'll leave him out of this episode. Bob Cole. I don't know how many times he said it, but he's got that "oh baby" tagline.
Yeah.
And I think it's so cool. He did it Lemieux's goal when he's against the North Stars. I know Ovechkin's goal against Pittsburgh. He's like, what a move, what a goal, oh baby. I just love it.
I think he does it on one of the Chell games too. I don't know what year, but I think he does. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does. Not like a recent one, but yeah, I gotta go back now. That's gonna bug me.
Yeah, he actually when he I just thought of this. I read this in Ron McLean's book. He actually undoes his pants as he calls games in the NHL. Like undoes his belt. Yeah, weird. Anyway,
get comfortable, get loose.
Yeah,
for sure, absolutely.
Probably undone right now.
That's why we have Pratt on the show, folks. Wealth of knowledge, wealth of knowledge there.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna throw this one out there. Not much to say about it, but MJ's tongue. Guy was known for sticking his tongue out when he was scoring baskets, dunking. So that's really all I got to say about that one. Is that 3? Have I said 3? So 4?
It feels like 8, but yeah.
Sorry. LeBron James. I'm bringing this one up. LeBron James tossing the chalk. Quit, Grant. This is another notch on the belt of ridiculousness with LeBron James. This guy
got the people going,
and I'll give him that. I don't have to like it,
but where he steps and tells the crowd to be quiet, that too drives me nuts.
Oh, before he does it.
Yeah. Well, no, like he'll do something really crazy and then he'll just kind of like do that step where he pushes down the ground type of thing, or you've seen it. You had to.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I do too.
It's all, he makes it about him, whatever.
Anything he does annoys me. So yeah.
Okay, last one. It's Epi 8, boys.
Sewed.
Gotta have it.
Sewed.
The trademark one-timer. Ovi teeing off from the top of the circle for the last 15 years.
Yeah, because no one's ever one time to slap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe you just gave Lane shit for the Forsberg, and you're now saying that
it's Ovi's one-timer.
The one-timer.
No one's ever one-timed a shot from the circle.
He is known for the one-timer more than anyone. Now,
I'm actually going to check and see if he actually has that section of the ice in Washington
Yeah.
under his own
It's
name
owned.
for real estate, because
Yeah.
wow, Jeff,
Yeah.
he might. What are you arguing with me on this?
I don't think he,
Yeah, I am.
I just,
In what 100 and some odd years of the game, no one's ever set up on a power play and one-timed from the left circle.
I'm saying lots have. Lots have done the one-handed Forsberg too, but no one does it anywhere near as much as Ovechkin does. You're telling me he's not known for his offside one-timer?
He's known for jumping into glass. Like,
Am I in the twilight zone here?
kind of.
I don't like
Jesus
it.
Christ.
Not buying it. I'm
I'm
just
not a fan of
Viewers
it.
are like
saying he's
shaking
not
their
good
heads
at it.
you three right now.
It's a
No.
stretch on the trademark thing.
Yeah.
You know what it
Yeah.
reminds me of though? Just to piss you off more, it reminds me of Barry Bonds, where he would see 2 pitches to hit all game and he'd jack one of them. Same with Ovi on the PP. They shadow him, but they slide one over and that's all he needs. And he goes 1T top cheddar. I love it. So, anyways, I'm curious what the viewers think about that. He's
Just
known for the
lost
one-timer.
all credibility. And
Yeah, he's known for it, but I wouldn't call it a trademark. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Well,
that's all we're
trademark.
saying.
It's
that's like saying Barry Bonds hits home runs. That's his trademark.
well, it's like
yeah,
Sorry.
it is.
oh, and Griffey walking off a home run. Everyone, there's so many guys that know they hit a home run and give the walk.
Griffey's trademark in my mind was more his batting stance, but that
Well,
doesn't
that
matter.
too. But I mean, when he hit the uppercut, I'm not even getting into this because my time is done. I'm done.
Yeah,
Nope.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Starting off with one that I hate, and it's going to be the Cam Newton Superman.
Yeah,
I came up in my most hated, and I just can't stand that arrogant prick. So that's that one. Tiger Woods one got used, so I'm actually going to throw the other one that I was wavering on because I didn't want to throw them both in here. But Payne Stewart and his outfit.
The
And-
high socks. Yeah.
Well, just the whole
The hat.
whole golf, everything, the attire was. I mean, no one else even came close to dressing like that.
Gone way too soon, that man.
Yes. I'll throw out another football one here. The old discount double check from Rogers.
Dick.
And everyone might think that I'm all excited about it, but I'm giving her the thumbs down.
Nice.
Couldn't stand it although he was doing it when they won the Super Bowl. So it reminds me of some good years, but there's probably a reason why I quit doing it because he looks like a loser. It's kind of the same thing as the Newton thing. It's arrogant. Like, anyway, this one is actually hilarious. I think this one is the best one. The Antonio Davis unibrow. The guy could shave that. He could have shaved that a long time ago. Like, or done something. Like, the guy's a millionaire. I'm sure you can get something lasered there to get rid of the biggest unibrow. And he has decided to keep it. And like, there's an actual branded logo.
Okay, not to be the guy, but did you say Antonio or Anthony?
I thought I said Antonio Davis or Anthony Davis. Sorry.
Just so we're all on the same page.
No,
here.
good call later. But I find it hilarious that he still rocks it. I think he trims it up. Maybe it's not as dark as the college years, but it's just like one that he ain't letting go.
Yeah.
It is greasy. And then the number one, and Pratt already mentioned his name, but the trademark of, and this is kind of a corny number one to go with, but the Jordan brand itself, like of him, like with the shoe and everything, and him, the silhouette of him dunking the ball, that brand is worth like over 10 billion.
Oh,
His net worth, he makes it's insane. His net worth is 2.4 billion. Doesn't even play anymore. He sits at home and literally collects checks. It's insane. Love it.
And that's why, like, just think of that dunk from the free throw line, and that turns into that, and it's worth over 10 billion. I was like, wow.
and he almost went with Adidas, right?
Yeah, that came from the Last Dance talks. Yeah, that's kind of a crazy story.
You know, the crazy thing is too, and I'm going to do it. I don't even care if you get mad, but he paved the way for a lot of players to have their own signature shoe after that.
Oh,
Like
They don't do it without him. Yeah.
Right. And the guy, and I'm just going to use his example because I did see it in the documentary, Griffey Jr.'s shoe was based on Michael Jordan. Yeah, he's got his own Air Griffey. Like, I looked them up online. They are so sick. They don't make them anymore.
What's the net worth of the Air Griffies?
Nowhere close. Not even in the ballpark. Honorable, I got to give an honorable mention. Everyone's gonna. I think I'm gonna get roasted for this, but I got to throw a wrestling one out there.
Oh, I was having trouble not doing 5 wrestling ones.
Yeah.
Macho Man Randy Savage, the most iconic. Ooh yeah, it's just. I can't
do
do
your own
it.
wrestling one. We could do a wrestling one.
We should do a wrestling one.
Oh,
I think Hogan's.
you want to do a wrestling one? Oh man,
Not really. I don't think the viewers want it.
I think it'd be quite funny actually.
We can sneak a top 5 in there.
Yeah, we could sneak a top 5 in there. Hulk Hogan, the hulking up Hulk Hogan, oh yeah. There's so many iconic ones we could have said. Good list, boys. I'm pretty actually saddened that Pratt killed my Alexei Zhamnov one. So that's
Just wait for the listeners to chime in, Lane.
oh god, yeah.
Don't worry, Lane. He dug himself a hole with the Ovechkin.
Yeah, okay, Ovi. Yeah. Yeah, you can't even beak about me being a Kings homer, and you throw Ovi out as being the iconic one-timer. Fucking bite.
Listen to yourself.
I'll gladly pay the swear jar for that stupidity. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Our viewers are pretty loyal now. There's a lot of back and forth. I hope they try. I want to hear their feedback on this because I feel like I'm in the goddamn Twilight Zone. How is he not known for a goddamn one-timer that he's done like 350 times?
Okay, Jeff, he is. But that's like saying that Phil Mickelson is known for the flop shot and nobody else in golf hits it.
Well, it's like saying Zhamnov's known for
Sorry.
Perfect example.
That's a great one, Boomer.
Sorry, I can't get there with you.
Al McKinnon.
Wait, so Danny Savard's not known for the spinorama? Then is that what you're saying, right? Because no one else does. Because no one else has ever done it. Like what?
Al McKinnis was making one-timers cool before Ovi was born. So don't even
get there, people one-timer. I'm not an idiot.
But what do you say?
He does it way better and more than anyone else. Not even close. That is what he's known for, scoring goals. How are you guys blind to this? I'm shocked.
I'm just glad it rattled you.
Oh, I'm rattled. On Epi 8 of all episodes, too.
Perfect. Love
kind
it.
of pulling a lane with the hypocritical
You're
state.
pulling a Wallace. It's very beyond you, Jeff. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now.
Sorry, Judy, but fuck you. That's to you guys, not my mother. But
We'll take that sound bite. That could be a bad one, Pratsky.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. So we do a little break in between our segments. So I was just outside puffing a tar, and getting my thoughts together here. And Pratt, I love how you think Ovechkin's the one that created this or is known for this one-timer. You ever heard of a guy called Brett Hull who made a career out of doing it from that exact same spot before Ovi did? Literally made a career. I'll get you video footage of him literally sitting in a chair teeing off one-timers from there.
I don't think he's literally sitting in a chair, but
no, I don't think so either. But I really wish he was number 8 now.
So
I
Pratt,
didn't say anyone invented anything, by the way.
No, but
Ovi does it.
If you're going to talk one-timers from the top of the circle, Brett Hull is your guy. Did it?
No,
for years.
No, Ovechkin is the guy.
No, he's not. He's
yeah,
not.
He is. Yes,
Ovechkin
he is.
Trash. Anyway, okay. We're gonna move forward into our next segment, and it's just we're gonna talk about the MLB. And I don't even want to give these guys any airtime whatsoever. But unfortunately, they are coming back, and I'm happy about it. I get to watch sports. Yay. Just they're idiots. They're so dumb. And I thought about this too. Like the
Which
money
side?
Okay, but the money the players left on the table by not accepting the expanded playoffs and from the original offer, and then we're like, no, we're going to force you to do the season. I don't see them winning this grievance. Like, they're going to file a grievance and say that the owners didn't bargain in good faith. I don't see them winning that. at all.
Oh, they didn't wipe the grievance that wasn't part of this deal.
No. Well, last I heard, they were still going to file it, so I can't be 100% for sure. But
That was always part of negotiation, was they would go through this and then there'd be no grievance. That was kind of always on. So that'd be interesting if they if that wasn't part of this deal. But
that's standard for any negotiation of a contract that I've ever been a part of. So
that's why I'm surprised that it wouldn't have ended with that.
But that's the thing. The players didn't accept that agreement. They forced the owners to impose the 60. They didn't accept any agreement, right?
They just said when and where.
Said tell us when and where.
Right.
Yeah.
So the owners are like, okay, yeah, we're 60 games. Here you go. 60 games, 66 days. This is what we're going to do. So I don't think they agreed to not file the grievance. I think the grievance will be filed, and we'll see what happens. But I guess I looked at some of the things: no spitting, no seed shoot, like no seeds, like
no spitting. What do you mean? What do you mean no spitting? Spit. Well, that's going to be interesting. That'll be broken 42 times an inning.
What's the penalty? What's the penalty if you spit?
Well, that's what I'm kind of trying to figure out. They didn't really list sanctions or whatever, right? But so did you hear that the baseball, anytime multiple players in a play have to touch the baseball, it gets removed from the game and a new ball brought in?
There's new balls in baseball all the time.
I get that, but come on.
Okay, I'm confused though. Are they not testing every day? So shouldn't that eliminate the need for
but the problem with that, Jeff, and I kind of understand. I listened to some stuff today on my way home, and the way I understand it, like, just because you catch someone, you test them and you take their temperature, they could have already had it and not show symptoms or show a temperature, and by the time you've caught it, they've already infected 5 or 6 other guys, right? So,
no, but if they get tested every morning, say,
yeah.
So you're tested that morning, you don't. They're not around anyone that has it. Then, if you're testing every day, right?
But so if you're asymptomatic, Jeff, you can still have it. Remember, you
yes,
called
but you'll test positive. But you'll test positive.
Yeah,
it's a false positive, right?
Yeah, you'll test positive.
No, it's just you don't have symptoms. You test positive, you just don't have symptoms.
Anyway,
false positive.
But that's what I'm saying, Jeff. A guy can have it, not know it, not go through the testing, or go through the testing, take their temperature and this and that. It's not like I think every day they're shoving a nose swab up their nose.
I think they are.
Yeah, I think they are.
They're not just taking temperature. They're testing. If you have it, you're gone. And so I guess, if you get tested every day, no one should be getting infected unless they leave the grounds or whatever the boundaries are. But
I guess my biggest thing that I want to say is get over it. At some point in the next calendar year, I feel that at some point everyone's going to have this or have been exposed to it. If you're of good health,
let's get away from the coronavirus talk.
Discussion.
Let's talk about, what do you guys think of the 60-game season?
I hate it.
Why?
I do too. I'm devastated.
How do you have a fantasy season in head-to-head baseball?
I'm a big numbers guy too.
And I put money on it and I have a fantasy baseball league. That's all I give a shit about. I give a shit.
I kind of like because playoff baseball is cool, right? Where you're using your pitching, like your rotation way differently and stuff like that. I like this sprint type race, where a 60-game season is just, no one's used to that.
Works out great for my team. I can tell you that right now.
What's that?
Works out great for my team.
What I really don't like.
Playoffs.
Yeah, what I don't like is Atlanta's going to win the World Series this year, and it's going to be an asterisk. But anyways.
Bet it doesn't.
By the way, for all you degenerate gamblers out there, this is a great opportunity to go on and throw like 10 or 20 bucks on like teams that you just would not think are going to win it. Because at this point in a 60-game season, anybody can win it. Like that's the thing. I mean, the only teams that are strictly out of it are like the Tigers and shit like that. But, like a team like the Brewers that are plus 5,000, or a team, like to win the World Series, throw 10 bucks on them. What's there to lose? It's not like this is other than the 10 bucks, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of good odds. I looked at the odds from Vegas that came out today. I do like to dabble in the fine art of gambling, and there's some good odds. There's some good odds.
I'm with you, Lane. But that's part of this that's going to be cool is it's all going to happen really quick. And I think it's going to be a very tight race.
Yeah.
And it's going to be weird. Like you're just going to have these starting pitchers that are going to be pitching in that 60-day span. They're going to pitch more than they've ever pitched in their entire lives.
You know what? The other thing I was going to bring up that I really like is the expanded rosters and the taxi squads. We're going to get a chance to see a lot of young, good Nate Pearson for the Blue Jays.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see. For my team itself, I'm going to get to see Kalenic, Rodriguez. They're going to get a chance to play, right? It's a tight schedule. You got expanded rosters. There's no reason to not play them. You get to see what you've got from all these young players, which is a great thing going forward, right?
That's why I like this. I think it's just going to be a different style. I love playoff baseball for that reason, where it's not like it's very strategic.
Yeah.
And
Will,
yeah.
Are you gonna watch a regular season baseball game over NHL playoffs as they're going on at the same time? Are you gonna turn to baseball over any NHL?
I'm glad you brought that up, Jeff. He's not going to have to. Have you not heard what they've all agreed on doing here? The NBA, the NHL, and baseball. They're going to try and not take away from each other. So,
How?
Well, they're going to play games on certain days that doesn't take away from, okay, for example, like the NBA is going to have to play multiple games in a day at the same location, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to play all their games and then stop at, like, let's say 6 p.m. Then the NHL would take over and play their games. And
No, but the NHL's got to do 3 a day, alternating days. So
right,
3 a day. When are you starting? You got to start at 4 o'clock.
Wilson's super excited to watch the Raptors while he eats breakfast.
Man. I'll be watching the Raps
like
at work.
This is totally lining up for, like, I refer to it as the summer of George, as in the summer of Lane. Like, I get to watch sports nonstop from when I get up in the morning till I go to sleep at night. And when I wake up, something's already started again. This is like my ultimate dream. So I'm cool with it. Yeah, summer of Lane. Let's do it.
Oh man.
We're gonna dive into the Hall of Fame talk.
No.
I called it. Cole Dunville commented the other day on something, and he asked me who I thought had the better chance of getting in. And I said Kevin Lowe and Iginla for sure would. I said Fleury wouldn't. This time. I'm not saying he's not deserving. I just said he wouldn't get in this time. I know Boomer has an opinion on that. I know Pratt has a very deep opinion on the Hall of Fame. So does Wilson. So I'm going to leave this up to you guys. Quick take. Go around the horn. Hall of Fame. Joke. Good. Ugly. Bad. Whatever you want to say.
I think the NHL Hall of Fame, like other Hall of Fames, are a bit of a joke, because these players like Hossa that should get in because of what the Hall of Fame is, but I don't think the Hall of Fame should be that easy to get in, where guys like Hossa get in. And what had me, I didn't even realize, Kevin Lowe and Doug Wilson, they are in, I think, year 21 and 23 for each of them of eligibility.
Oh, that's
so. Should that not, the fact that it's taken 21 years to even decide if they get in, shouldn't that just answer your question? They're not worthy of the Hall of Fame. Why can't it be like they have a panel of 18 guys? Okay, why can't it be just 18 guys unanimously say that person's in, and then that person's in? It should be like Joe Sakic. You're not going to have one guy that says no, right? Joe Sakic's in. Patrick Waugh. 18 guys all going to say yes. You go down the list of guys like that.
Okay, but you also got to look at who you're going into the class with. There's going to be more guys that are worthy of going in, even in their first year of eligibility. So if you've got a really good class of guys, you're going to take time to get in. And I'm gonna go to bat for my guy, and I'm going to say my piece. I don't care whether you like it or you don't. Edgar Martinez not getting into the Hall of Fame sooner than he did is an absolute travesty. That guy was one of the greatest hitters as a designated hitter in the game of baseball. He got into the Hall of Fame, which I'm very happy about, and was finally very happy to see. But for him to have to go through the amount of time that he did, for anybody to sit there and say he's not Hall of Fame worthy, you don't know baseball and you never watched Edgar Martinez hit a baseball. So
I just think, and the fact that then a guy like Fleury, who should be in it. 100% he should be in it. His
But
stats tell the story.
his history is a detriment, Pratt.
Okay, but who is the
Okay.
Hall of Fame? Who are these 18 guys to determine the moral compass of who gets into the Hall of Fame?
Well, Jeff, it's not really a moral compass. He wrote a book about it.
But doesn't
Okay.
matter. So he did some shitty things and all that.
Yeah.
Like, who are they to decide, oh, he's not a good enough guy. He did some bad shit in his
Look,
day.
for the record, so I don't
Doing
get
great
dumped
things
on
now, and I'm not a
here.
Fleury fan.
I'm not saying the guy is a bad guy. I like Theoren Fleury. I'm just saying there's some baggage that comes with him, good or bad. And I believe that does weigh in on the fact that when they vote on this, is this something we want to automatically on his, is this his first attempt to get in?
No. Lots.
Oh God, no.
Lots. 3 years
God, no.
after he retires, is it not? Is when he start?
I'd have
been
to
out of-
look.
And they're keeping him out
Hasn't
strictly
he-
because of moral issues, and I think that's not fair.
He's been out of hockey since 2003 or 2004.
He's 5'6", and he was a dominant player, and he was the
He's
first
over a
small guy
point.
to really.
He's over a point per game regular season and playoffs. To me, that's it. That's all you need.
Okay,
That's all you
but
need.
I guess
And if you're gonna say
correct me if I'm
no,
wrong.
no, if you're gonna say that you're gonna give him like, because there's people that are saying, oh, we're gonna let him in, or they should let him in because it's a pity get in because of what he's been through. No, he still has the stats. He still has the stats. Like, and he was 5'6", and he
Yeah.
did that. Like, come on, like.
It's for
Sorry,
moral
I-
reasons.
that, but I also did hear and read stories that he was a very bad teammate in Chicago in the Rangers.
That doesn't matter though.
Oh,
But it,
So
it does, Jeff. It goes to the character of the player, right?
So it's up to those 18 guys then to decide who's a good enough guy to get in. Not
Unfortunately,
skilled,
right now,
not what they
it is.
accomplished, but a good enough guy.
I'm not saying it's
So is-
right, Jeff. I'm just saying that's the way it's set up. Just like
So
the
then I
Baseball
think
Writers of
that's
America are the ones who decide who get into the Hall of Fame for baseball.
So
right?
in that case, then it's an old boys club. That is what it is. We shouldn't even put weight on who's in the Hall of Fame and who isn't. And I don't care.
By the
about
way,
that.
like two-thirds, I think, or is it half of the 18 guys are Canadian, which cracks me up. Then they got like one Swede, one Russian. Like, I don't know. Why they got a Major League Baseball has to find different way to, like, the gatekeepers of who gets into the Hall of Fame. I think is so flawed. I don't know. Writers in baseball, they're going to be biased. They're going to be partial. And this panel of 18, where did these 18 guys? Why do they get to decide? I don't
That's
know.
fair.
Should be-
I mean, a flawed system. I won't disagree. Should Theoren Fleury be in the Hall of Fame? Absolutely. Will he? Yes. Is there something holding him out that is unfair? Probably. So, I mean, we just got to be real about the fact that why he's not in there. Is he deserving? Sure he is. And I'm not going to take that away from him, right? But I could go through the list of guys in the Hall of Fame that are also in the Hall of Fame that don't deserve to be there, right? So it goes both ways. Guys getting in, guys not getting in. It's flawed, 100%. I agree with you. Wilson, any take?
No, well, that's exactly it. I mean, it's losing credibility and it's losing all that. Like in every league, it's like how these things happen, and just 'cause maybe there's a weaker class, somebody gets in that shouldn't. Like it to me, and especially the length that these guys are able to stay eligible for
Right.
is ridiculous. Like that should answer, like you said, Pratt. That should answer the question right away.
Right.
And I wish it was super exclusive. And I mean, we're just all sitting here talking hypotheticals and like this is never going to happen. And it's already too far gone. But yeah,
Hey, that's how guys like Kopitar are going to get in, right? Because they're just that at that line of above mediocrity, and that's how they're going to get in because there's so many. So
Well, I disagree. If
I'm just bugging you, Lane.
I know, but if we're going to say that 2 cups and a Selke trophy and an icon of a franchise doesn't get you in a Hall of Fame, I don't know what qualifies you, right?
I know.
Do I understand he doesn't have the numbers that a lot of the players do? Possibly. But
He'll get in. Don't worry. He'll get in.
I feel he will. Doughty as well.
He would not get into mine. Like that's what I think. That
Right.
level.
If I had my own Hall of Fame, right? Yeah.
Like, and
You know
not
what?
to-
And I
this
can't
is a
fault you
bashing
guys for that,
Kobe.
right? Like,
It's just I wish it was so exclusive that it there you had to be almost like game changing to get in.
But there are
The it
guys I think
factor.
that don't get enough credit, like in the NHL, like a Patrice Bergeron, like a Kopitar, that play the game so fluently, both ends of the ice, and they just don't get because they don't have the glory moments. They don't have the 50-goal seasons. They don't have the 110 points. But they also have plus 20 seasons as a top forward on a team, right? So there's other things you got to look at. Do I agree with it? Should Kopitar be in based on his stats? Probably not. But his accomplishments, yes. Same with a lot of other.
It's funny that I'm even saying this, but I don't think Fleury's going to ever get in. I feel like it's gonna. I don't know, man. I don't know, man, because how do you sit there and not give it to him, not let him in? Because all of a sudden it becomes yearly. It's compounding, and then you think, geez, these guys didn't let him in. Why would I let him in?
I'm even going to throw this one at you. You guys are upset about Fleury. It's a travesty Alexander McGillney is not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. For
Seen that.
sure.
I understand you guys are saying Fleury, but McGillney, how he's waited this long,
I agree.
Are you guys shitting me?
Yeah, I agree with you too.
There's no way.
Yeah.
That guy,
No, you're right.
and Bure at that time, him and Pavel Bure were just unreal. There was no better pure goal scorer in the NHL at that time. And for him to not be in, you might as well board the freaking thing up because
Pratt. There were two. How many guys were there on NHL 94 with 99 speed? It was Bure, McGillney, and one other guy. Who was it? Solani. Yeah.
There might have been one more. There might have been one more.
I thought there was only three. I thought there was three.
Oh, NHL 94. That could be
such
a
good
episode.
game. Yeah. NHL 97 was up there too, boys.
Can we live stream a game of NHL 94 on this?
I'm in. Whoever wants to do it.
Oh, I'm sure we can make it happen.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Absolutely.
We got to keep going here. Some things we want to bring up. There's been some chatter on the pod. There will be an upcoming 2-on-1 basketball game between Mr. Wilson and myself and Jeff. We are going to video that, and we are going to put that on our Twitter page / post it here.
I would suggest you guys get that figured out quick.
Get what figured out?
The date.
We have it figured out. Hey,
I'm back at the gym and think it's as.
Hey, last I checked, Pratt said he needed to get shoes and a basketball. So
I don't have high tops and I don't have a ball. I have a soccer ball. I guess I could toss that in the Westview basketball.
Oh my God, we're gonna get too old. We've got some other things. We're talking about doing a sort of competition between when Boomer's a little bit more healthy and is able to do so. We're going to do some competitions, whether it's golf, football, baseball, home run derby, field goal kicking, accuracy, whatever. We're going to do that. We're going to try and get that out there for everybody to have some fun with it. Maybe play some bets. Never know. There might be money on the line there. Pratt, you got something to introduce to the fans for a little segment?
Yeah, we have our third sponsor on board. Amanda mentioned Estevan Woodlawn Pro and General Manager approached us. So TSN and Woodlawn Golf Course is going to be a sponsor, and what we're going to do, it's going to be centered around junior golf. We want to promote that, right? That's an important thing. We were all big junior players at Woodlawn, of course, and around Saskatchewan. So what we're going to do, instead of putting it into these episodes, we're going to do a side episode, 5-10 minutes, and it's going to be us four.
Mini-sode, yeah.
Mini-sode.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pat's on board at the mini-sode. Oh,
I take that back.
Mini-sode.
Anyways, we're gonna team up with some juniors. We're not sure on the exact game that's going to happen, but we're going to record. Now, we got lined up 3 juniors for our first one that we're gonna record. It's going to be a competition. We got Connor Spencer, Jace Carlisle, and Drew Fenwick. And Boomer's on the shelf right now on the IR with an injury, so it's going to be myself, Lane, and Wilson, and we're each going to have one of them as a partner. I think it's going to be a 2-hole alternate shot, and we're going to drop that Wednesday. But for our listeners out there, and we'll post this on Twitter, Facebook, we're going to make teams, and listeners pick the winner, the winning team, in our competition. You can watch it Wednesday when we drop it, and whoever picked the right team is entered to win the prizes from TSNM Woodlawn Golf Course, which could be a free round of golf, Pro Vs,
Range.
lesson. I don't know, but I think it's going to be fun. There's going to be some heavy chirping going on.
The fact that they're allowing us to somehow guide today's youth is a travesty in itself, I feel. But
yeah.
You know what, Amanda, she does great things down there. We've known Amanda for years, guys. She's one of a kind, does a hell of a job, especially promoting junior golf. Like Jeff said, we've all been there. We've played on the junior tour, played in events. It was a big part of us growing up, so it's good for us to promote something like this. And we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. Oh, I cannot wait. I'm gonna be.
And let's be honest.
In your kitchen, lasagna.
Amanda would probably smack all four of us around and around a golf too. So.
Oh, she did. She
Yep.
did. What
Sure.
do you mean
did.
she would? She did. She's done it multiple times. Mini-sode. That's the new catch
Oh.
one. Godfrey.
Stay tuned.
That's for you, buddy. Godfrey. Mini-sode. Trending.
Stay tuned on Twitter. We'll list the teams and listeners pick before Wednesday when we drop the mini epi, and maybe you can win some cool prizes and get a little entertainment out of it. So
perfect. Anything else we want to throw out there, guys, before we shut her down?
Well, we got to do the local shout out, hey?
Well,
yeah.
Well, don't we? Don't we?
We got a couple.
absolutely.
Yeah, there was some talk, and it even reached me. I haven't spent a lot of time on the golf course this year. Actually, I haven't spent any. But rumor has it, Cheap Seats, one of our own there, moved on in the club championship. Dustin Wilson, congrats on the big win there over Reese Donovan.
Yeah.
You know, good for him. Right on.
Must be.
Won it in style.
Must be tough if
we're hurting for news, but
we're using that part of the bracket of the club championship for a shout out. But
yeah, we're hurting.
Clearly on the weak link on the Holly Hawks team, obviously, if you're winning.
Well, I wouldn't quite put it that way. Is all I seen who I play next. I seen his scorecard, and let's just say I don't think there's going to be any more local shout-outs going my way. 29 on the back. This ain't looking good for me.
Wow, that's a local shout out then. Congrats on a 29 on the back nine, Brock Simpson for a, what was this score? 18 holes?
64.
Course record or what?
It's from the Whites, I would believe. So we'll kind of put the asterisk beside her there, but still 64 is.
There's a lot of asterisks in these episodes.
We're pretty judgy, right? Like we just
hand
don't
them
want
out
to give
just
anyone quite
willy-nilly,
as much credit as they deserve, so we just throw an asterisk.
I think Scott Allen shot 63 with us in the Classic. I think it was like 6 years ago. And it was the craziest score. It was the most ridiculous 18 holes I've ever watched. Wow.
I remember hearing about that.
It was insane.
Pretty pumped for tomorrow. Jeff and I going golfing. Gonna have a little cash on the line there. Jeffy, hey.
Yeah. I'm up $13 on Lane right now, so we're gonna let that ride.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be some double or nothing, and we know how that can get ugly for a guy real quick. So
we got avid listener Tyler Fornwald is gonna join us too, and our sponsor Leo. So
yeah, definitely be some skin in the game tomorrow. Should be fun. I assume it says plus 30 tomorrow, so I might be dead by the fourth hole because we're golfing at noon. So, that guys do not prosper in the humidity, guys. She doesn't work. So, good week, guys. Good episode. Good talk. Thanks to our sponsors, Amanda mentioned, Ice Factory, Tap House. Loving it. And make sure to rock off, guys. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Cheers.